The Vedic texts tell us that we need to learn to connect with our inner self more deeply. And when we are seeking that deeper connection, it allows us to have more faith, have more trust in life, in whatever is going on. And then we won't be so much disturbed when the challenges come. So seeking that connection in whatever means is available for you, perhaps reading some sacred literature, some spiritual books that lift your spirit, that inspire you, seeking some friendships with people who are mindful, who can really, give you some guidance perhaps, and hold the space for you when you're going through some troublesome times. We all need that support from our community, from our friends. So having that around us will be really a strong pillar in dealing with anxiety. Hey everyone, my name is Yugala, and today's topic is on Ayurveda and anxiety. We're going to explore some of the simple remedies that can help us to deal with anxiety, with restless, anxious thoughts. And first of all, let's take a look at the reasons why anxiety is so prominent and how does it manifest. So if you remember, one of the key concepts in Ayurveda is that of the doshas. The doshas that are made of elements. So Ayurveda believes that everything in the world is made of 5 elements, namely earth, water, fire, air, and ether. So these are the 5 Mahabhutas, as they are known, 5 elements. And combined together, when they are combined together, they are manifested as doshas. So Vata dosha is primarily made of the lightest elements, the element of air and ether. And when there is excess Vata dosha in our mind or in our body, Ayurveda believes that that can lead to anxiety problems. So really what we want to start with is balancing Vata dosha. And today's topic is on anxiety. So it's when Vata dosha is perhaps increased more in the mental state, in the mind. So some of the simple remedies would be to practice pranayam. Pranayam or breathing techniques. Prana literally means life energy, life force, vitality. Yama means to control. So pranayama is like breath work that helps us to control the mind. You'll notice when you are experiencing restless thoughts, worries, anxiety, your breathing becomes more shallow, more rapid. So your mind has an effect to your breathing. And it works vice versa. So if you put more awareness, more attention to your breathing, that will result in more pacified, peaceful, calmer mind. So the remedy here is that whenever you feel a bit anxious, restless, worried, take a pause. Take a pause, sit nice and tall, and just practice a few deep, mindful breaths. And what it does, it calms your nervous system. Pranayama is very beneficial for those who are experiencing agitation in the mind. Really, it's for anyone, but especially when you're going through some more stressful period, then you really want to focus on doing some breathing exercise to settle your anxious thoughts and emotions. I'm going to tell you about 2 simple pranayama techniques that you can practice at home. The first one I would like to share is Brahmari pranayama, also known as humming bee pranayama. So in this breathing practice, what we do, we are producing a sound that of like a humming bee, or the sound of Om, Omkar. So this pranayama gives relief to from tension, anger, and anxiety. It's very simply performed. Anyone can do it. You can do it at night before you go to sleep if you're experiencing insomnia. Just a few rounds of this humming bee pranayam can settle your thoughts, release anxiety, and help you to have a more restful sleep at night. So it's a very simple technique. What we do, we inhale normally through both nostrils. And as we're exhaling, we keep our mouth shut, but we're exhaling, producing the sound of Om or humming bee. So I'll show you once. Something like this. You want to make your exhalation as long and as steady as possible. So inhaling deeply through both nostrils, and as you're exhaling, you're really exhaling with this controlled kind of state, making your exhalation prolonged, nice and steady. So this you can do 10 times, 10 inhalations, 10 slow, long exhalations. Or if you're a complete beginner, start with 5 rounds, then slowly you can build up and increase. So this is very, very calming and settles the nervous system. And this vibration that if you want for deeper effect, you can also use your hands to block the different openings. You can block your ears with the thumb, you can block your eyes, and just, shut all the senses and experience more internal kind of meditative benefits of this pranayama. So this is humming bee or Brahmari pranayama. Another one that is very common and very much recommended for everyone is Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana, also known as alternate nostril breath. So in this pranayama, we are balancing the channels. We have left and right channels that correspond to the energy of the sun and the moon. So the right nostril works on balancing the Surya channel or the channel of the sun, and the left nostril on Chandra, which is the moon. So when we are breathing more through the left, then we will be bringing in more calming, soothing, nourishing energy of the moon, Chandra. So this Nadi Shodhana pranayama reduces stress, helps balance emotions, and increase concentration. There's many other benefits. But a simple technique that we use the right hand and we fold it into Pranava Mudra, where we are folding the first 2 fingers like this. With the thumb, we'll be closing the right nostril. With the ring finger, we'll be closing the left nostril, and we'll be alternating like that. So here you can choose what type of Nadi Shodhana, what type of alternate nostril breathing you want to do. There's different types. Today, I'm going to show you a simple one where you're not holding the breath without the retention, just simply alternating the nostrils. So we want to start with the left nostril. We're closing the right nostril, inhaling through the left, and then closing the left nostril, exhaling through the right. Then again, inhaling through the right, closing the right, exhaling through the left. And continuing like this, switching. So this is balancing for both nadis, for both channels, right and left. If you feel more anxiety, more stress, more heat in your body, then you can focus on Chandra Bedana. Chandra Bedana, which means the left nostril pranayama. So in this one, we will be inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right. Again, we are inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right, and like this. All the time, we're just inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right. Inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right. So the pace, it depends on you. You can start with 4 seconds inhalation, 4 seconds exhalation. And slowly you can build up to more. You can build up to double the exhalation. So inhaling for 4 seconds, exhaling for 8. See what feels good without too much strain on your body. So Brahmari Pranayam and Nadi Shodhana, these are both very much recommended for anyone dealing with anxiety problems. Nasya is an Ayurvedic technique that is very good to perform before we do pranayam. So Nasya is where we apply oil or ghee into the nostrils. It's a very powerful technique. It not only works on clearing out the excess mucus in your head area, in the head region, but it also works on your emotional well-being. It affects the brain, the different functions in the brain, because our nose is the gateway to the brain. So when we put the medicated oil or medicated ghee inside the nostrils, it goes directly into the brain. So it's very much recommended in Ayurveda for everyone to practice Nasya technique on a regular basis, on a daily basis if you can. It's very simple, it doesn't take much time at all. If you don't feel comfortable putting oil drops or ghee drops into your nostrils, you can simply lubricate the inside of your nostrils by putting a few drops of ghee or oil into your palm, and then taking your small finger and applying oil internally inside into your nostrils like that. That will also be beneficial because our nostrils, it needs lubrication. Lubrication is important. So you can try like that. And if you're comfortable with doing the nasya, where you're inserting the dropper inside, then simple way how you can do it, you can lie down on your bed, on the edge of the bed, where your head can naturally kind of tilt back. And like this, you can put 2 to 3 drops in each nostril and sniff forcefully. And stay there, lie down like this for a few minutes so that the oil can go a bit deeper. So that is nasya, oiling the nose. It's a powerful practice. Try it out. Moving on to some other ways how we can deal with anxiety. Yoga. Yoga is very much recommended. Some asanas that can open your chest, open the heart, heart chakra. So Bhujangasana, cobra poses, what else? Dhanurasana, bow pose, all these poses where it stretches the back, because when the back is stretched, it has a soothing effect on your brain and reduces stress. Because you will notice when you're stressed out, when you're anxious, when you're dealing with some kind of emotional restlessness, usually people tend to kind of hunch, let the shoulders like down and forward and like that. But when you open your shoulders, when you open your back, open your chest, it allows for more prana to enter your body. And prana means energy, vitality. So the more prana we have, the more healthy we are. So all these asanas that allow for more oxygen to reach your blood, that helps manage anxiety, depression, and insomnia. When it comes to lifestyle tips, eating warm, nourishing food such as cooked vegetables, homemade soups, whole grains, and hot milk is recommended. So all that type of food which is vata pacifying. If you remember, vata is predominantly qualities of cold, rough, dry, light. So you want to counteract those qualities by increasing the opposite qualities in your diet, in your lifestyle. So eating warm food that is freshly cooked, that is maybe more heavy in nature. So cooking with good quality oils, olive oil or ghee. So that will help you to ground that vata, to pacify that anxiety. Following a routine is also very much important because it stabilizes all the 3 doshas, especially vata dosha. Vata dosha needs regulation, regular habits, routine. So that will aid in calming the chaotic mind. Time in nature, spending some time in nature on a daily basis. Nature is the best healer, the best physician. So getting out there, finding a quiet spot where you can just maybe take your shoes off, walk bare feet on the grass, on the sand, and ground yourself like that and feel that nurturing energy of the earth. You can also hug the trees. This is a popular practice nowadays where you can hug the tree and spend some time with the tree. 5 minutes recommended for like really good, powerful effect. Hugging tree therapy. That will also have very calming effect, soothing effect on your mind, and increases oxytocin, this they say love producing hormone in your body. Vitamin D, we all need some vitamin D. So bathing in the sun, morning is the best time. So if you can get out in the sunshine, early morning hours, say between 7 to 9, 10 a.m., this is when the sun is most nourishing for us. And you can expose as much of your skin as you can. So maybe all your arms, your legs, back is very good to expose to the sun. And like this, getting a bit of sunshine, allowing for the vitamin D to penetrate your system. You can also apply some oil on your body, on your skin, and that will also, the sun will help to, for that oil, for those minerals and whatever oil you're using, perhaps medicated oil, for those minerals to reach deeper into the tissues. 20 minutes is ideal in the early morning sun. If you can do more, that's also good. Taking a bath is recommended for calming, soothing the mind. You can have a sea salt bath, or you can have you can add some ginger powder, because ginger is very warming spice. So you can put it in your bath in the tub, or you can also have ginger tea along with it. So that is more in winter months when it's a cool season. In summer, when pitta is already high, perhaps you don't want to have too much ginger. Then you can have milk bath. So adding a bit of milk into your bath, and you will notice it has such a wonderful, powerful, cooling and calming effect on your whole physiology. So taking a bath if you have the opportunity. And using oils in your regular routine, because oils work on pacifying Vata dosha. So in any way that you can use oils, perhaps Shirodhara treatment, where you can go to Ayurvedic place where they pour warm oil over your forehead. That is wonderful for anxiety issues. Abhyanga you can do at home, self-oil massage. And Nasa you can practice at home. And of course, in your daily cooking, using good quality, high quality oils, such as sesame seed oil, olive oil, and ghee. That will all also affect Vata dosha. And keeping your environment nice and clean, because the environment we live in, it affects our mind. You will notice when you are in a place which is cluttered, has a lot of things around, your mind kind of becomes distracted. You become perhaps anxious. So environment plays a huge role in how we feel, our emotions. So simply tidying up, making sure the home is free of clutter, free of the things that no longer serve you, that no longer spark joy in you, really making it a place, a sacred place. Your home should be a sacred place where you feel calm, nourished, and peaceful. Same with the body. Vedic texts teach us that our body is like a temple. So treating it respectfully, putting healthy, nourishing foods into our body, and taking care of ourselves. Now, some of the herbs that are recommended for treating anxiety, helping with anxiety, would be ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, you can take it in powder form, in tablet form. But again, even though you may think like this is Ayurvedic herbs, there's no side effects, it's only, it's gentle in its action. Still, when it comes to herbs, to supplements, you want to consult with an Ayurvedic physician, Ayurvedic practitioner to just make sure that it will do good for you. Because it depends. It depends on each person. What is their prakriti? What is their nature? It depends if they're taking some other type of supplements or medications. It all, has effect. Because even though it's Ayurvedic herbs, it still has some heating effect. So ashwagandha is considered to be on the heating side. It heats up the body, heats up the system. So perhaps for some people it's too much. Already their blood may be too heated. So then the alternative would be to take transdermally. So nowadays there's some Ayurvedic doctors, Ayurvedic companies that produce creams, Ayurvedic creams that you can apply on your skin, and that gets absorbed into your system. And it's way more, how do you say, it's not that strong in its action. It still works wonderfully, but it doesn't overheat the liver because it overpasses the liver. It goes directly into the bloodstream when you apply on the skin. So you can check out chandika.com. They have amazing formulas, transdermal creams with ashwagandha and other powerful Ayurvedic herbs that you can try out. Jatamansi is another one, Ayurvedic herb that works on the nervous system, pacifies the mind, the restless thoughts, and gotukola or brahmi. So that was it from the little tips from Ayurvedic perspective. And just to conclude this small session is, I just wanted to share with you that the Vedic texts tell us that we need to learn to connect with our inner self more deeply. And when we are seeking that deeper connection, it allows us to have more faith, have more trust in life, in whatever is going on. And then we won't be so much disturbed when the challenges come. So seeking that connection in whatever means is available for you, perhaps reading some sacred literature, some spiritual books that lift your spirit, that inspire you, seeking some friendships with people who are mindful, who can really, give you some guidance perhaps, and hold the space for you when you're going through some troublesome times. We all need that support from our community, from our friends. So having that around us will be really a strong pillar in dealing with anxiety. So I hope that was useful. Thank you so much.